I would love soup. I asked everybody to make me soup.
Four gives Missouri its first points. And a clock malfunction. And play is whistled dead. Shot clock didn't start. Stuck at 35 at the moment. Yeah, good hustle on the offensive end for Missouri on that first possession.
Well, Missouri with the little pick and pop using Leo Lyons, and the guards getting on the offensive glass. Zaire Taylor sticking his nose in there, and Taylor a pretty solid defensive rebounder, but getting in there on the offensive glass.
Now you'll see the Tigers in the old goal. They'll just pressure you every ball opportunity, and they'll cover you the full court. That is Anderson's style, and he just works that defense to exhaustion. And then when you want to come out, he's got plenty of help. He'll play 11 men if healthy tonight.
Well, the key you mentioned is opportunity. When Missouri sees an opportunity to trap, they will take it, especially Damari Carroll. They call him a junkyard dog, but he's one of the hardest working players you'll see in America, and he will oftentimes be the guy that lays that first trap on the Memphis.
Court pressure, no problem for Memphis. This is Tyreek Evans. Antonio Anderson with it now. Let him jump that pick.
Switching right out of the gate off the ball screens.
Inside to Taggart. And then trapped for the moment was Anderson, and a near steal by Lawrence, who goes crashing into the scorer's table.
This Missouri team forces over 18 turnovers per game, and they turn you over and turn their defense into offense. They score 21 points per game off those turnovers on average, and that's represents about 30% of their offense.
They've been the Prince of Purloin this year. They've stolen more than any Missouri team in history, 369 steals. And that's Tyreek Evans, his first attempt. The tip by Dozier not there, and an offensive foul against Taggart.
Taggart going over the back, and we talked about Zaire Taylor sticking his nose in there to rebound. He's not a high volume rebounder, but he goes down there, and Taylor had inside position. He's the reason that Taggart picked up that over the back foul.
Memphis 33 wins, Missouri 30. This is the only matchup in the Sweet 16 featuring two teams with 30 victories. Lawrence from the side hits the three, and Missouri jumps out 5-0. Calipari's called time, and he's barking at the officials already, but Missouri smiling at 5-0.
Get your hot dog, 50 cents. You want 2 hot dogs?
Yeah.
You got it. There you go, miss. Enjoy.
What about the bun?
I'm not a bun salesman.
The bun.
No, I sell hot dogs.
Hot dogs have a bun.
Hot dog, that's a hot dog.
That's a wiener.
I sell what I say. Hot dogs.
And it's watered
You have to shake that up a little bit. Have a nice day. Don't forget to tell your friends.
I'm not gonna tell them. This watered down too.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
With Mark Wolf and Mark Rank, our producer and director, Jay Billistick-Enberg. Big East, 2 up, 2 into the final 8.
Well, we weren't just making it up. That is a great conference. And Memphis off to a difficult start in this ball game against against Missouri. And Missouri's pressure affecting them a little bit, but you know, Dick, we talked about Missouri being not only a really good defensive team, this is a great passing team. And when they get into the half court, they move the ball to the open man. They don't just pass it when all other options are exhausted. That makes them really hard to guard.
Carroll out on Dozier. Look at the frenetic nature of this defense of Missouri. The drive by Antonio Anderson, and Anderson has the first Memphis points. It's 5-2. You talk about the assists. The statistics underline that fact. Missouri leads the nation in assists. That's Tiller with a drive, and it's 7-2.
Just in attack mode all the time. When they see an opportunity, they go after it. This Missouri team, very fundamentally sound. And you mentioned their passing. I mean, it's a team that doesn't turn the ball over very much. That's why they've got such a high margin in turnover.
Evans sets up Anderson with an easy 2. Tyreek Evans, the freshman player of the year in the nation. At 6-3 start, Memphis had Evans playing the 2 guard and then shifted to point guard, and they've been unbeaten since. Lawrence unable to connect. Evans, who's got good size, 6'6", with a rebound.
Now this is where he's really tough to stop is in transition. Got a block there, but at 6'6", he's got a wingspan of a guy about 6'11", 7 feet. You can hear just crossing over, going off the dribble, getting by Zaire Taylor, and drawing Damari Carroll to him and finding Antonio Anderson. And One of the things you have to do against Missouri is play through a bump. I mean, they're physical with this defense too. They'll get their hands up, they'll bump you with the lower body, and that's nothing that's going to get a foul called, and you've got to be able to finish through that.
Tiller takes it inside, and Carroll gives the Tigers of Missouri a second chance, and now you see that quick ball movement around the horn, and Carroll fires. Dozier clears. Evans on the run to Anderson again. Oh my, what a collaboration. That's just an easy two again for Anderson off the feed from Evans.
Well, you've got to push the ball up the floor, and you've got to punish Missouri for pressing.
Turnover Missouri.
This Memphis team probably doesn't get as much credit as it deserves for its outstanding defense as well.
Evans unable to hit on the drive. That's what Calipari wants him to do more. Be aggressive to the basket. Coming up next, Villanova and Duke in the East. The winner will meet Pittsburgh, and we'll be there before the tip. Carroll doesn't get the bounce. And a foul underneath as Leo Lyons tried to backhand that layup, and the whistle goes against Dozier, his first.
John Calipari, incredulous, thought the call was a little bit late. It's almost like the official waited to see if that was going to go in, and he'd let it go. But Leo Lyons, one of the more skilled big guys in the country, and you can see averaging over 20 points per game in this tournament.
He's 75% from the line, but that one rattles out. And the first move made by Calipari as he sends Robert Sally, the star in the win over the Matadors of Cal State Northridge, when he hit for 35 in the first round.
Probably hadn't scored 35 in their last 8 or 9 games, and he goes in and scores 35 in the first round of the tournament. Memphis needed it. Hit 10 threes in that game.
There's the steal. Tiller having trouble controlling as Sally on him. The long pass across to Lyons. Lawrence inside to Carroll. Carroll over Dozier. Well done. 9-6.
He can score anywhere on the floor. Put the ball on the deck. And he can also post. This team is all over the floor. Every opportunity they've got to go for a steal, they do it. Isolation on Dozier. And the very athletic and very hard-nosed Damari Carroll, who has just had a magnificent season. He's really the heart and soul of this team and the toughness of this team, along with JT Tiller, who's another outstanding defender.
And he was a Big 12 tournament MVP and leading the Tigers to the Big 12 championship in the tournament. And a foul reaching in is Zaire Taylor on Tyreek Evans. Underway, 4 minutes plus gone, and Missouri with the early lead.
Your Buick Pontiac GMC dealer wants you to know when it comes to efficient performance, facts are facts. The 361 horsepower G8 GT beats BMW 550i 0 to 60 and still offers better highway fuel economy. G6 offers 33 highway MPG and beats Honda Accord. Last month, thousands took advantage of great financing. Now get 0% APR for 60 months or $3,000 total cash back on the 2009 Pontiac G8. Find a dealer at bpgdealers.com.
Hi, I'm John Scher, CEO and founder of Video Professor. I'm the guy that gives away the free computer learning lessons. Well, today I'm here to tell you about a great new product that many of you have been asking for. And here it is, how to buy and sell on eBay, and I'll give it to you free. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I can make you the next millionaire selling an attic full of baseball cards, but I can guarantee you that I'll teach you everything you need to know about eBay while cleaning out your garage and probably putting some money in your pocket at the same time. Now, I can do this because I know that once you try my lesson on eBay, you'll be so satisfied that the next time you need to learn anything about computers, you'll come back to Video Professor for all your computer learning needs. And with over 55 lessons on all of today's most popular computer programs, I know that there's more you'll want to learn. Call now and I'll send you eBay or any other lesson of your choice free. So what do you got to lose? Try my product.
Call 1-800-223-9053. That's 1-800-223-9053.
Now on pay-per-view.
Dude! Oh my God!
One hit.
They follow you here! I don't know! Let's get out of here!
Can ruin your whole day.
Dale,
I love you. I'll do anything.
I want to marry you.
I made a mistake.
Rolling Stone declares
This is so exciting.
it's hardcore hilarious.
Kick out the window, isn't that what they do?
From the guys who brought you Superbad, Seth Rogen, James Franco, Pineapple Express. Now on pay-per-view.
the tail of the Tigers. Memphis has not lost a game this year, in this calendar year. They won 24 in a row. They started 6-3 and then moved Tyreek Evans to the point. And Missouri has great defense, building a 30-6 mark. And here is Tyreek Evans. The fact that he wears number 12 is rather interesting. NCAA March Madness on Demand is streaming every game from the NCAA Championship online, and it's free. Watch any game from the tournament live at ncaa.com. There have been some comparisons, and it's high praise for Evans to Oscar Robertson, a young Oscar. And Robertson wore number 12 at the University of Cincinnati. A coincidence in this relationship, but nevertheless. Tiller has it blocked. And then recovered by Carroll.
That's just too easy. You know, Tiller has been really driving hard to the basket. He couldn't get that one to go, and that ball just was bouncing underneath the basket. And DeMarre Carroll, the only one alert. It was almost like it was an excuse me rebound.
Look at that move by Evans. Is that sweet? 11-10 the score.
Well, he's got every move in the book, and John Calipari's been trying to get his freshman point guard to attack quicker. Last year he had an attack point guard in Derrick Rose, and he wants Evans to do things a little bit faster, not to wait and to catch and hold it.
Great hustle, and it's out of bounds to Memphis as Sally's effort pays off along with Anderson.
So hard to stay in front of Tyreek Evans because he takes you one way and gets you to over pursue, and then he can turn back, crossover, or spin back like he did on that play, and he's got great finishing abilities.
19-year-old freshman from Chester, Pennsylvania, and he follows the great freshman of a year ago, Derrick Rose. Memphis with an opportunity to take its first lead. We played 5 minutes plus here in Glendale, Arizona, University of Phoenix Stadium floor.
Memphis facing some fresh bodies from Missouri.
Look at the one-handed rebound by Dozier, and he is fouled.
Thus far in the game, and the glass is going to be very, very important. Missouri having the edge on the glass with their offensive rebounding. Nice little step back move, and Robert Dozier getting that weak side inside position. And Keith Ramsey just holding on to that right arm.
So that push, his first foul. Inside, the shot not there for Taggart. And another offensive rebound, and Dozier gives Memphis its first lead, 12-11.
Missouri going with the matchup zone out of bounds underneath, and that means blockout responsibilities not defined. A lot easier to grab an offensive board.
Steal by Sally. Anderson on the drive. And a foul, and Memphis taking it to the iron on every opportunity and drawing foul after foul. This one is on Ramsey. He's got 2 already, and he's been on the court for 30 seconds.
Ramsey, that's a mismatch, and you can see that Antonio Anderson, a senior, one of the toughest players you're going to find. A committed defender just goes right into his body. He knew that he had the angle, and anytime you've got an angle and a defender hasn't established that initial guarding position, what you need to do without lowering the shoulder, you need to turn right into him, which is exactly what Antonio Anderson did.
Tiller out, Miguel Paul in for Missouri. Anderson looks for his 7th point. He's averaging 10 on the season, misses both. Ramsey and Taylor, 2 of the Missouri Tigers with a quick 2 fouls. That one does not fall for Kim English. He makes his first appearance, and Coach Mike Anderson, he'll run reserves in one after another with every opportunity. Evans, that spin move inside, scores again. Is he only a freshman?
His dribble drive motion so difficult to contain. Did a drive, little dribble handoff and exchange. Get the defense to move and then continue to attack. And this team can really drive. You've got to make Memphis into a jump shooting team. If they get to the basket, they're going to get easy baskets all night long.
Carroll is already graduate, now in graduate school, and he gets a tough 2. It's 14-13 Memphis. 6 points now for Carroll. Evans takes it in again and scores.
Well, that's just too easy getting to the basket. A little inside-out dribble. Evans so good in the open floor.
English clears it back outside. And the left-handed shot by Justin Sapper, the sophomore from Bloomington, Illinois, on his first shot attempt. He ties it up.
Justin Safford, a lefty, shoots 65% from three-point range, in large measure because he only takes open shots. A little 2-3 matchup zone right now.
That one stolen by Paul. Ahead to Carroll. He advances to Safford, and Missouri back in front.
Well, what a great passing team Missouri is. They get it to the open man, get it to the middle of the floor, and no hesitation to throw the ball to the open man.
Safford averages only 3 a game on the season. He has 5 in a little more than a minute. Tiger with Safford guarding him. Double team. That clears Anderson. Anderson to Dozier.
Penetrate into this zone, and it's wide open. Memphis getting whatever it wants when they put the ball on the deck. Missouri going to have to do a better job of staying in front of ball handlers.
Denman doesn't hit the 3, and Anderson can't save for Memphis. Donnell Mack returns for the Memphis Tigers.
Mack, an outstanding shooter, left-hander. You got to find him in transition at all times.
Anderson gets the rest. They played 8 minutes. And Memphis with Missouri knotted at 18. Tiger time.
Well, this game exactly what we expected. High energy, high possessions, and both teams going after each other.
Lions. Strong move. Good result for Missouri's Tigers. They're back in front by a bucket.
The Lions is such a skilled player. He can face up. He's got every move down in the post. He can really score.
Taggart inside and blocked, but there's Dozier to clean it up. It seems as if every basket for Memphis has been at point-blank range, right under the basket or by it.
Well, they're either getting to the basket off the dribble or they're getting offensive rebounds, especially in the last 7 or 8 possessions. Early on, it was Missouri on the offensive glass. Memphis sticking with its man-to-man defense.
Paul, he traveled. Timeout, 11 to go in this opening half. Tigers 20, Tigers 20, and you gotta be strong, be a man inside.
Tigers and Lions.
May I help you?
Hi, I need to start saving on car insurance.
Money a bit tight?
Yeah, I've had to cut back, sell some stuff.
Like his watch.
Ah, we can help you save because we instantly compare your Progressive Direct rate with rates from other top companies. Watch this. Nice savings.
This means I can buy my watch back.
Oh, this watch?
Yeah.
Not for sale.
That's cold.
Making sure you get a great deal. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Hi there. Looks like you found your car insurance.
Yeah, but wow, it looks like you guys have everything.
We sure do. We help millions of people save. Look, we're #1 in motorcycle insurance, a leader in boat and RV, and...
Oh, wait, let me guess. You're the #1 truck insurer.
Wow, first guess!
Nailed it.
You're psychic! What am I thinking of right now?
Tacos?
Yes! Helping you save money no matter what you drive. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
This is the year you come home with a stringer full of memories. This is the year you gain 10 pounds. The year you find a new favorite color. This is the year you reach your limit and let go. The year that one more last cast finally pays off. This is the year you stop fretting and start fishing. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here with 3 easy ways to shop.
All right, Greg, Villanova trying to become the 3rd Big East team to make it to the Elite 8. 5 Big East teams in the Sweet 16. 3 of them are top seeds, and they're playing up to form. Tied at 20 here, Missouri and Memphis.
Missouri went with a little 2-2-1, 3/4 court pressure, and now dropping back into a 2-3 matchup zone that really extends with the guards.
And Sally can't hit the 3. That's a rare shot from outside. The long pass to Lyons, and Sally fouls him. He thought he got ball.
You can see how quickly that Missouri gets the ball out, just passing ahead, and Leo Lyons just leaking out to get that early offense, and Sally just came right across his arm. That was one of the few jump shots by Robert Saleh that Memphis has had to even settle for. They've been able to get the ball to the basket with relative ease. Before that last shot, they're shooting 64% in the first half.
Lyons nudges Missouri in front 21-20 with his third point.
Not sure there was a more talented big guy offensively in the Big 12 this last year than Leo Lyons.
Dozier collects the rebound, and here's the 6'6 freshman Tyreke Evans bringing it in.
The middle of this 2-3 matchup is open. We need to continue to drive the ball.
Searching for that open man around the perimeter of the zone.
Just passing it around the perimeter isn't going to get Memphis what they want. They've got to drive it.
Deep in the corner, Donnell Mack couldn't hit. Dozier gives Memphis another chance with yet another offensive board. Evans takes it in. Automatic once he gets that close.
And a lot of that was made by a pass fake. A little pass fake to the corner, got the defense to jump, and it opened that gap up even further.
English unable to connect. Here's Evans. He's got 12 points already.
How about that handle? Miguel Paul jumped right in front of Tyreke Evans and still kept his handle.
And rattling in the three is number 3, Robert Saleh, and that forces a timeout call from Mike Anderson.
The dribble penetration by Memphis has been the difference the last few possessions. The nice pass fake and getting all the way to the rim, and that young man knows how to finish plays.
On April 10th, you're invited to the Forest Ridge Mall.
Are you okay?
Physically, yes. Psychologically, no.
The suspect.
I have a message to this pervert. I will murder you!
The team.
Yoon twins, you're expendable. One of you dies, God gave me another one.
Awesome. The hero.
You've got dreams inside of you, and no matter what the world,
What are you talking about, Mom?
I don't know, I'm drunk.
Observe and Report. Rated R. Starts April 10th.
MGD 64 and 64 calories of Michelob Ultra. Enjoy.
Thanks. 64 calories, fresh from the tap taste. MGD 64.
Well, last year, Derrick Rose, a freshman, took the Memphis Tigers almost to the championship and then was the #1 pick by the pros. And look at the comparison. Tyreke Evans actually more points per game, field goal percentage a little lower, assists a little lower, but more rebounds at 6'6". What a talent he is, and the United States basketball writers named him the National Freshman Player of the Year. That announced this morning.
Well, Tyreke Evans has had a great year. Different player from Derrick Rose, but just as effective. Rose just played on a more veteran team.
4-point lead, the biggest of the game for the Memphis Tigers. Lions unable to connect from outside. Here's Antonio Anderson.
Memphis doing a better job of limiting Missouri to one shot. That was a little pick and pop. They ran it on the other side of the floor, but Lions just decided to take a challenge shot off the dribble. That was a very difficult shot.
Saleh feeds Dozier in the post.
Back to man for Missouri.
Over Lyons, not there, and Lyons able to get the rebound.
Dozier almost picked up a foul going after that ball.
Tiller inside to Carroll. Tiller for 3.
Well, how pretty was that? Well, Carroll just waited so patiently until Evans made his mind up. Is he going to come double or not? He doubled, and he burned him with the pass out to JT Tiller. That was beautiful.
Dozier spinning against Lyons, and Lyons defending well and then rebounds. Tiller hustles it to the other end. No whistle, and the basket gives the Missouri Tigers the lead, 26-25.
But how tough is JT Tiller? Tough defensively, and he just pushed the ball without hesitation.
Saleh for 3, and Robert Saleh, the sophomore from Sacramento, California. That's the kind of three-point shooting he delivered against Cal State Northridge. Northridge led late in the second half in that game.
And you got to find him, and you got to find Matt Lawrence as well. Two of the best shooters. They're catch-and-shoot guys. That means they want to catch it without dribbling when they put a shot up. If you make a catch-and-shoot guy put the ball on the floor, you take away their effectiveness as a shooter.
How well balanced are these two teams? They're seesawing with the lead. 29-28 Missouri at the moment. Anderson throws it away.
Great pass here by Damari Carroll and JT Tiller. Just drops it from deep. Great basketball.
Just how crazy is your phone bill? Cut costs with Vonage and get your first 3 months at $9.95 a month. Get unlimited calls across the U.S., 25 amazing features, and experience remarkable digital phone service. Always low at $24.99, now just $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Hurry, offer ends soon. Sign up at 877-4Vonage or Vonage.com. At their basic price, the phone company gives you unlimited calls locally. At $9.95 a month for your first 3 months, Vonage gives you unlimited calls nationally. All of Canada and Puerto Rico, plus free calls to 5 countries in Europe, and pennies a minute around the globe. Always low at $24.99, now just $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Hurry, offer ends soon. Sign up at 877-4Vonage or Vonage.com.
6 lead changes already, and this frenetic pace creating a lot of offense. 7:16 to go in the half, and Missouri now by 1. And a studied spectator, Jim Calhoun of Connecticut, his team dismissing Purdue 72-60 in the earlier game, and will play the winner for the right to move on to the Final Four in Detroit on Saturday. Missouri ball. Miguel Paul, freshman from Lakeland, Florida, brings it over to Carroll.
Tariq Evans guarding Matt Lawrence right now. He can't really leave him because Lawrence, such a good shooter, already drilled 2 threes in this game.
Damari Carroll with that jump hook, and it's a 31-28 Missouri lead. 8 points for Carroll, a steal, and 2 more for the Tigers. Tiller.
Everybody ran away from the ball, and Tariq Evans caught it, was trapped right away, and just gave it up way too easy. Got to be stronger with the ball than that.
They break the press this time, and a foul is called. It appeared to be Bowers reaching in.
As soon as he caught this ball, he caught it right along the baseline. You cannot pick it up like that, and you certainly can't just turn over your shoulder, leave the floor, and try to make a pass. That was just a weak play by Tariq Evans, and when you go against a defense as good as this one, you've got to be strong every time down, and you've got to expect a bump.
5-point lead. Missouri matches their biggest of the game. They led early at 7-2. Memphis had a 4-point lead.
Back to the 2-3 matchup zone, out of bounds.
Taggart inside, and another foul against the Tigers of Missouri, and this one goes against Lawrence Bowers. He picks up 2 quick fouls off the bench. Bowers, a 6'8" freshman from Memphis, by the way, St. George High School. Taggart at the line, looking for his first point. Now, are you as mad as a drink with a real Coke taste and 0 calories? Well, prove it. Upload your videos at tastethemadness.com and get mad famous. Second good by Taggart, and the Missouri lead is 4 as they head up court.
JT Tiller really likes to push the ball up the floor, and he is a strong combo guard. I wouldn't really call him a point guard.
Carroll sets up Lawrence on the side, and Matt Lawrence connects. The senior from St. Louis has 8.
Well, you let Matt Lawrence get started, and he's going to drill shots. You have got to make him put the ball on the floor. He is far too good of a shooter to let him just catch and shoot.
Evans to Anderson. Paul with the rebound.
That's what Missouri wants to do, is turn Memphis into a jump shooting team.
Tiller inside, worms his way in for the score, and Missouri has its biggest lead at 8.
Just great strength by JT Tiller.
And Taggart took a bump from Carroll. No whistle, out of bounds to Missouri.
Well, this is what Missouri's pressure does. It has a cumulative effect. It may catch you a little bit later in the half or later in the game, but JT Tiller has shown great strength in getting to the rim. First, it was Memphis that was beating Missouri to the rim. And ever since JT Tiller came back into the ball game, he has been resolute in putting his head down and driving the ball.
Doesn't the Tiller direct the ship? Well, that's what JT's doing. And he gets this one blocked from behind by Sally. And a quick throw ahead to Tyreek Evans on the fly to throw it down. Evans now leading the Tigers with 12.
Well, you cannot make a mistake in this game without the other team punishing you in transition.
Oh, great pass to Carroll. He had trouble catching it and didn't get up a good shot. Here comes Evans.
And what a play by Anderson, the Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, he's so strong to the basket. Evans scores again. He has 14.
It doesn't look like it's great speed that's getting him to blow by. He's just got a terrific handle and a great feel for scoring.
4.5 minutes to play. Bowers inside to Tiller. And it's a 6-point Missouri advantage. Tiller with 13 to lead the Tigers.
He's such a good job of curling screens. That's exactly what Tiller did on that play. Just a great curl off that baseline screen.
Memphis Tigers with a winning streak, longest in the nation, 27. Haven't lost a game in this calendar year. They trail the Missouri Tigers by 6. We've got 4 minutes and change remaining in this opening half. It's Sally. It can't hit the three. Lawrence outbattles Dozier for the ball. Paul on the run. Paul for 3. Rattles out. That was halfway down. Anderson. Can't hit the drive. And it's out of bounds to Missouri.
But how much fun has this game been?
Everything but batons. It's a relay. A track meet.
We're all out of breath.
This is the year. The year you come home with a stringer full of memories. This is the year you gain 10 pounds. The year you find a new favorite color. This is the year you reach your limit and let go. The year that one more last cast finally pays off. This is the year you stop fretting and start fishing. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here with 3 easy ways to shop.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
And it's a 6-point advantage for Missouri with the ball here in Glendale, Arizona, and outside the capital city of Phoenix. And the Tigers led by Tiller, junior from Marietta, averaging 8 on the season, but in double figures in this game.
He's got 13 points. His season high is 15. He had it twice against Kansas State and Oklahoma State. His career high is 20. And he has been magnificent in this first half with his ability to get to the basket.
Leo Lyons at the line. And misses another. He's 1 for 5. Coming up on AT&T in the half, Greg Gumbel, Greg Anthony, Seth Davis. They'll take you out for a live look at that East Region Duke Villanova game and bring you up to date on all the news, highlights, plus an AT&T Naismith watch update. All coming up on AT&T at the half. Well, that first game, Connecticut and Purdue, at halftime was 30-25, a total of 55 points. And look at this one, 3:39 left in the half. And we already have 73 points scored.
2-2-1, 3-quarter court pressure right now by Missouri. They give you different looks. And it's important when you catch the ball, you have to catch it strong, you have to face the defense, and you have to be prepared to make a play.
Mike Anderson learned the defense through Nolan Richardson, 15 years assistant. Played at Tulsa for Nolan Richardson. So he has not coached it, he has played this defense. Donnell Mack unable to hit an air ball, and there's Mike Anderson, 49 years young, in his 3rd season on the bench for Missouri, and he's brought a different style of play to the Big 12.
Well, he's really done a remarkable job, and think what's really impressive, not just the defense that they play, but how fundamentally sound they are on the offensive end. You know, this is a team that shares the ball. You know, the go-to guy on this Missouri team has been the open man.
Memphis has drawn a technical here as you watch Mike Anderson, who on March 26, 3 years ago, was hired as the Missouri coach. Here we are on March 26. Will this be a lucky day for him and the Missouri Tigers? John Calipari, who has been unhappy with some of the whistles right from the opening bell, has picked up one here. So 2 shots for Matt Lawrence. It was a coaching box violation. Lawrence, a lucky kick off the front of the rim. And this matches Missouri's largest lead. 3:15 to go in the first half. And it remains 41-33.
And Missouri's had some opportunities at their free throw line to really put some distance between themselves and Memphis. And they haven't been able to knock them down.
3 for 8 at the charity stripe. Missouri, though, after the technical, gets the ball as well, adding a point to their lead.
John Calipari was really laying into his team while Matt Lawrence was shooting those technical foul free throws about being more resolute to get the ball to the basket. And thought that Donnell Mack settled for that perimeter jumper. Boy, they curl screen so well. Memphis is getting caught trailing. There's another
Tiller.
easy curl.
And it's a 10-point bulge now for Missouri. 15 for Tiller, matching his season high.
Somebody from Memphis, the defender guarding the screener, has got to step in and put a body on that cutter so they can't just so easily curl those screens.
Nice entry into the post, but Taggart can't hit the jump hook from close range. Carroll the other way, spinning, and he can't hit as well. Here comes Tyreek Evans. He has a man in front, Sally. And Sally is fouled.
That was a good foul to give by J.T. Tiller. Not allow anything easy, because nothing's been easy for Memphis thus far. But see, here's the first curl of the screen as the ball moves from side to side. Watch this little pin down. And the curl of the screen by J.T. Tiller as he scores his 14th and 15th points. About as easy as you can score. But they scored an easy basket because they worked really hard on the offensive end.
And another miss from the line, this by Sally. Missouri in the midst of a 17-5 scoring run to open this 10-point lead.
They might have to paint the rims at halftime. They're missing so many free throws.
Robert Sally looks for his 7th point. .210 to go in the half. I like the patience of the 6'8" senior Damari Carroll. He just seems so confident in all of his actions.
Well, nothing rattles them. And this team is a patient team. They pass the ball and they move themselves, and that's what patience really is. Running good offense.
That pass by Lawrence there. And there's Evans getting inside. Second chance. Finally Lawrence clearing. And a reach-in foul. No. Timeout by Lawrence as he felt trapped on the baseline. 1:43 to go. Missouri's Tigers by
9. Show your spirit with skinit.com. We've got your school, your team, your style. Pick your favorite skin or create your own. It's fun. It's easy. It's you. Anything you can imagine to personalize your device. Laptops, cell phones, MP3 players, gaming devices. Any device, anytime. Express yourself with your school colors, or choose from sports, entertainment, fashion, and more. Act now and get free shipping. Go to skinit.com today. What's your skin?
Welcome back. A record of 5 Big East teams in the final 16. Now 2 have advanced already to the Elite 8. Connecticut and Pittsburgh. The UConn margin of victory 31.3 in the 3 games. They beat Purdue by 12. And the top 3 seeds all advance in all 4 regions, and they are unbeaten so far in the entire tournament.
Yeah, that's never happened before. We had all 3 top seeds in each region advance to the Sweet 16.
Lions unable to hit. Look at Tiller fight inside. And a whistle and a foul, and Calipari holding his brow on that one.
JT Tiller has been the toughest player on the floor. And John Calipari letting his team know that right now they are getting out tough. The shot by Leo Lyons, and Tiller just stronger than Robert Sally, just going after it like crazy.
Anderson commits his first foul. That's 5 team fouls on Memphis. JT Tiller having a career half, has 16 points. That's his high for the year in any game, and the most he's ever scored in his 3 years with Missouri is 20 points in a game.
Well, maybe he got tired of being called a great defender. He wants to be known all around as a great player. And he was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year along with Cole Aldrich from Kansas. He leads the team not only in steals, but also in deflections. It shows he's disrupting the game.
Unofficially, 115 deflections by Tiller. Dozier spinning, and they're going to call that on Carroll as they became entangled in the paint. Missouri fans feeling that the Tigers have had the better of the calls stand as one to cheer that whistle. Sends Robert Dozier to the line. 6'9", but a wingspan of 7'3", out of Lithonia, Georgia, where he was 2-time All-State. And with Antonio Anderson, national prep champs at Laurenburg Prep, went 40-0.
Certainly Memphis putting even more pressure on their defense when they continue to miss free throws. Great pass.
English open for 3. Evans clears. Anderson to Mack. And he misses what should have been a lay-in. I think he was caught between dunking and not dunking. Final minute, first half. Missouri stays in front by 10, and now they'll pull it out and patiently go for a shot here. Everybody take a breath. This didn't happen very often in the first 20.
Well, Missouri has to be very pleased with the way they played in this first half. They've played hard and played smart.
Carroll maneuvering toward the basket, then backs off as Dozier guarding him. Carroll can't get inside. Denman banks it in. Oh my! What a punctuation and a whistle on the play. They may be checking to see if that was a 3.
Well, Memphis has had opportunities. We talked about the free throws, but you can't get any closer to the basket and get a higher percentage shot. And Marcus Denman gets it off in time for the shot clock. And when you bank in a 3, you know things are going your way.
And beat the shot clock. Let's see if both occurred. That's what they're checking in the monitor.
Well, they can check whether it was a 3 or not. They cannot check whether it was a shot clock violation. That's a judgment call that they have to make on the floor.
His shot clock 4 at 3. Oh, he beat the shot clock by plenty. And magnifying the big puppies there of Marcus Denman. It appeared he was outside the line for 3. Played his high school ball in Kansas City, Missouri at Hogan Prep. One of the Tigers that is a native of the Show Me State. What's your call, Jay?
It looked like it was behind the line to me. Now when his right foot comes in to plant, he's still sort of pivoting, so not sure whether that foot, that looked behind the line. But you can see pivoted a little bit. That looks clearly behind the line to me.
And if so, Missouri here with 21 seconds to go in the half will have built their lead to 13. Right now it's been called a 2.
The foot right now behind the line, but as he brings that right foot up, he pivots. Now the question is, did the foot move up to get on the line? It's hard to tell because that right foot, but it looked to me like it was clearly behind the line.
But the call on the court was a 2-point shot, and there has to be evidence to overrule that. In the meantime, what a remarkable run here by the Missouri Tigers.
Well, when you think about what a great defensive team that Memphis is and has been all year long, for a team to come in against Memphis and hang near a half 100 on them in the first half is really significant. And they've done it not just in transition, not just off their defense, but with their passing in the half court.
Couldn't overrule it and change the 2 to a 3, and Mike Anderson thought he had that extra point, but there just was not enough evidence in the eyes of the officials to overrule their live call. Last time he trailed at halftime was in February at Texas El Paso. And Missouri, by the way, when they lead at halftime, and they most certainly are here today, they're 25-0 at halftime with the lead. Down to 7 seconds, and a power slam by Taggart from the wing. 2 seconds, 1 second, the long desperation by Taggart. Oh, my! He didn't need the backboard on that one. Denman from 65 feet sends Missouri to the locker room. 49-36. Wow on wow.
Dickenberg, I think that was a 3.
Let's see the replay.
What a way to end a great half for Missouri.
Down the bottom of the well by Marcus Denman. You won't give me 3 on the last effort. Well, take a look at that. And he beat the clock as well. What a half for the Missouri Tigers over the favorite Memphis Tigers, a 13-point lead.
Feel the power. It's the National Intramural Championships.
These young men are competing very hard. You got to be proud of the tournament you put on by Powerade.
Watch the best intramural teams from around the country battle it out at Hoop City in Detroit. For an exclusive inside look at all the highlights, go to www.cbsintramurals.com/Powerade. Don't miss the NCCS National Basketball Championships, sponsored by Powerade. Sunday, April 5th at 8. TV.
Ready for the second half in the Valley of the Sun, and here's the in-game box score powered by CBS College Sports Network. Cable's home for NCAA March Madness. Tiller was 16 to lead Missouri, and Evans 14, the freshman for Memphis.
Well, Memphis had good success when Tyreek Evans was able to get the ball to the rim. Off the bounce in the half court, he's got the ability to switch hands with the ball and finish at the rim. But they really struggled over the last 6 minutes against the 2-3 matchup zone to get that ball to the rim, settled for way too many jump shots. And it's going to be a challenge for Memphis to climb this mountain in the second half.
Biggest deficit faced by Memphis all season long, 13 points, and the most points they've allowed in the first half all season, 49. And there's Carroll's stripping Anderson from the ball, and can't protect it from Dozier, and it's tied up.
Damari Carroll is absolutely relentless.
Well, Missouri called timeout apparently before the tie-up was whistled, so it will be Missouri's ball. A timeout, 16 seconds into the second half.
You sure can brew it. Question is, can you sell it? Made our first sale.
More bars in more places. That's what you can expect from AT&T.
Am I going too fast for you? We gotta celebrate.
We gotta expand. Switch to the network with the best coverage worldwide. AT&T. Buy an LG View for $49.99 after mail-in rebate and get one free after mail-in rebate.
Dickenberg, Jay Billis in Glendale, Arizona. No team all season long has dented this tough Memphis defense the way Missouri handled it in the first half. 49 points, most given up by the Tigers, and it's the biggest lead against them at halftime all season. And to add to that, Missouri is 25-0 all year when they led at halftime, and they enjoy a 13-point advantage.
Missouri has made this a chaotic game with their defense, and offensively they have been very, very patient.
Carroll rebounds his miss and drops it home, and that's the biggest lead of the game for the Tigers of Missouri.
Damari Carroll just outworks people. They call him a junkyard dog. He is absolutely everywhere.
Tiger fans Evans wanted a foul. Here's Tyreek Evans, who led the Memphis Tigers in scoring the first half. Anderson bumped. Goes back as Tiller hawking him defensively. Dozier with Lions on him. Back to Anderson, and he gets an easy 2.
Much more of a patient play by Memphis, getting the ball inside to Robert Dozier. He didn't have it. And a nice little basket cut by Antonio Anderson.
This team that leads the nation in assists gets another, as Zaire Taylor able to drop one in from the side. He has 4 points and a foul in the backcourt.
Well, there you can see the opportunity to trap, and Damari Carroll taking that opportunity. Tyreek Evans left the floor to make a pass and really got bailed out by that foul, because that likely would have been a turnover.
Whistle against JT Tiller, his second. And there's a deflection and a steal by Tiller. Back to Carroll. He takes it home. No, he's fouled. Well, this Tiger defense of Missouri, the fastest 40 minutes in college basketball, they call it. Others say controlled chaos. Well, if you watch the University of Arkansas, Nolan Richardson's team, or Mike Anderson when he was at UAB, the Blazers of Birmingham, you've seen this full court, constant pressure that leads to some offensive scoring. And here's another case in point as Carroll scores his 11th of the game.
Missouri just contests everything, and Damari Carroll, chief among those contesting everything. He's got 6 assists to go along with his 12 points and 5 rebounds.
Mike Anderson, you saw a shot of him when he was coaching at Birmingham in the same league, Conference USA of Memphis, and Evans is picked off. Tiller the other way against Anderson. Oh my, these Missouri Tigers are clawing.
When your neighbors ask who does your lawn, just open your garage. Excellent maneuverability. Wide range of cutting decks. And the quality and great price of Craftsman. Innovations, the broadest selection, and better value. No wonder Craftsman is among America's most trusted brands.
This is vintage Missouri. Tyreek Evans taking the ball to the basket, really going 1-on-4. The block by Leo Lyons, and watch JT Tiller. The spin, he sticks that shoulder right into Antonio Anderson, and the great finish. That's big-time basketball by Missouri. They have dominated this game.
19-point deficit staring at Memphis, the favorite in this game. Inside goes Mack. He's fouled as his shot goes over the backboard. Donnell Mack will be at the line. A stunning series of events for John Calipari on the Memphis bench. He's not tasted effort by an opponent like this in a long time. Unbeaten in the conference, 16-0. Then they rolled through the tournament of the Conference USA. Mack misses the free throw. And Missouri has outscored Memphis, get this, 31-10 in the last 10 minutes.
Missouri has played outstanding basketball, and they've really put this Memphis team back on its heels. And you don't often see that. Memphis is usually the team that's throwing the haymakers, and right now they're just trying to cover up.
Missouri relentless in its attack. The winner of this to meet University of Connecticut, the #1 seed here in the West, on Saturday for a right to go to Detroit in the Final Four.
The 3-2 zone matching up, thrown up by John Calipari. He's trying to switch things up. He's seen some different defenses from Missouri.
10 on the shot clock.
That's where you want to get it. The middle of the floor and let Carroll go to work. He's going to make a good decision.
Zaire Taylor with 4, and he's well defended. Hurried shot by Tiller. Beat the clock, but well short. One of the few things Tiller hasn't done perfectly in this game. Anderson rolls it in.
Well, there haven't been many transition opportunities for Memphis, especially in the second half. But after the miss, they were able to push it up, and Missouri did not do a very good job of covering up. And boy, what a great pass.
The average amount of points allowed by Memphis all season long, matched by Missouri, and we're only 3 minutes into the second half. Foul on Anderson, his second.
Well, you can't underscore enough what an outstanding passing team Missouri is.
Well, it's a coach's dream to have all those assists, isn't it? That makes everybody happy. Everyone's a part of the play.
And it's so hard to defend. I mean, they moved the defense and allowed the defense a chance to make a mistake. You can see in this zone, there's no active hands by Memphis out front. They need to keep their hands up to discourage those passes, maybe to deflect. That's way too easy of a straight line pass to get the ball inside.
Lyons, the senior from Kansas City, Kansas, matches his 6 rebounds with 6 points. Back to a 19-point advantage.
2-2-1 3/4 court press.
Tyreek Evans has it stolen, taken away by Carroll. And Carroll tripped. Taylor sets up. Nope, no basket. And it doesn't look good for Carroll, who went slamming into the court. Now he's okay. He looks down at his left ankle. Foul on Wesley Witherspoon, a freshman just entered the game.
Well, this is an absolute call. You can see just stepped on his foot, gave him what the kids call a flat. His shoe comes out of that shoe there. And that's what the problem was, that he really stepped out of that shoe when it was stepped on.
Fortunately, no serious injury. Clear in the backcourt to Zaire Taylor.
John Calipari still jawing at the officials that when Carroll made that steal, there was contact. But Missouri's just been the stronger team. And Memphis has had a hard time playing through the physical contact.
Lyons inside to Tiller. And for a man, JT Tiller at 6'3", does he ever control himself and the defense when he's around the basket?
Well, he was a champion triple jumper in high school, but that was a great cut and a great pass by Leo Lyons.
Tyreek Evans goes inside. Lyons rebounds. Here comes Tiller the other way. He's matched his career high with 20 points, and we've got 16 minutes yet to play in this game. From the corner, it's Lawrence, and he hits the tray. Everything going down for Missouri.
Well, the ball movement has been magnificent for this Missouri team. Just magnificent.
Anderson scrambles and scores, and a foul. And we'll take a break here.
The ball moves from side to side. When you let Matt Lawrence catch it and shoot it, he will drill it. Outstanding play for Missouri.
Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
On DVD today, the first ever March Madness DVD. Michael Jordan! Relive the most spectacular moments from over 70 years of NCAA tournament action.
You've just seen history.
The comebacks, the buzzer beaters, the Cinderella story.
NC State win!
NCAA March Madness, the greatest moments of the NCAA tournament.
There's the pass to Leitner. Puts it up.
Own it on DVD today.
The last time that Memphis lost a Conference USA game was more than 3 years ago. They lost to UAB, coached by Mike Anderson, the Missouri coach tonight. 5 Blazers in double figures as UAB won 80-74. Since then, Calipari in Memphis has won 61 in a row in the CUSA Conference.
That victory by UAB was 1,120 days ago. And I can't recall a time, Dick, where I've seen a Memphis team beaten like this throughout the course of the game.
Anderson missed, but Dozier gets a rebound, and he'll get a chance for a couple of free throws. Memphis came into this game with by far the longest active winning streak, 27 in a row. They haven't lost all of this calendar year. Their 3 defeats early in the season, the last to Syracuse. Louisville has run out 12 in a row.
Well, they haven't seen this kind of pressure, and I'm not sure that Memphis has seen this good of a passing team. That's really the thing that impresses me the most. I mean, I've seen Missouri play all season long, and their press is good at times, very good at other times, and other times it's given up a lot of easy baskets. But what's been consistent this whole year is it's been one heck of a passing team.
And this is going to be an interesting sequence. Another foul on Missouri. So they've scored a basket. Anderson missed the free throw, but it was rebounded. And a couple of missed free throws by Dozier, and now a foul going for the rebound. And that one goes against Keith Ramsey, his third. for Missouri. Non-shooting, Tyreek Evans plays it in.
One thing that Missouri cannot do is allow angles to the basket for Memphis to drive it. They've got to make Memphis into a jump shooting team. This is not a great shooting team. Stone with the matchup zone on the out of bounds underneath.
Evans takes it inside. And Dozier follows the missed shot. So that was a 5-point trip for Memphis, taking the 24-point lead down to 19.
There's a little run and jump by Memphis, but that's going to leave somebody open.
And Zaire Taylor could not hit, and Memphis with a chance to do a little damage here. And it's Evans all the way with that soft touch. 7 unanswered in a hurry for Memphis, and a foul on the play.
He just gives that little move to the right and gets the defender to bite on it, and then comes back left. That's a big-time move. It's like a head and shoulder fake, and Denman went right with it. And he just kept going to the basket. Head and shoulder fake right. He's gone. That's just beautiful.
Evans looking for his 17th point. He leads Memphis. And he rings it home. So an 8-point unanswered run by Memphis. And a steal. And the Tigers heating up.
You don't often see Damari Carroll make a bad pass like that.
Evans, that was a pass to Dozier, not a shot. Dozier's shot is blocked. He stays with it and draws the foul.
A great job by Robert Dozier of sticking with the offensive glass. Went after it with both hands. He looks like he is slight of build, but he is one heck of an offensive rebounder. The pass just a little bit too hard off the glass.
But he persevered, didn't he?
He did. That's terrific second and third effort. And Damari Carroll wound up fouling.
This would be for 9 unanswered points. Ooh, ugly miss. Say you can watch live look-ins, in-game highlights, and more all day on NCAA March Madness Central, powered by Pontiac tomorrow. It'll all start at 7 p.m. only on the CBS College Sports Network.
This is just a killer for a comeback. When you step to the free throw line, you can't knock down your free throws.
Memphis 6 for 16, now 7 for 17 from the line. But they've carved into that huge 24-point Missouri lead with this 9-0 run.
Full court pressure, man-to-man.
Foul in the backcourt. Sean Taggart, his second.
See, not a good foul by Taggart because it was in the hands of a big guy. Even though Leo Lyons is very skilled, you want him to bring the ball up. You want to press up on the guards and make the big guy handle it.
4th team foul, as you saw. Memphis is in the bonus. 7 team fouls on Missouri. Plenty of time. 14:41 left. Justin Safford into the game, brings the ball, and he is hawked by Dozier. Timeout. Good defense by Dozier. Forces the timeout. Missouri leading 64-49.
Your Buick Pontiac GMC dealer wants you to know when it comes to efficient performance, facts are facts. The 361 horsepower G8 GT beats BMW 550i 0 to 60 and still offers better highway fuel economy. G6 offers 33 highway MPG and beats Honda Accord. Last month, thousands took advantage of great financing. Now get 0% APR for 60 months or $3,000 total cash back on the 2009 Pontiac G8. Find a dealer at bpgdealers.com.
This is the year you come home with a stringer full of memories. This is the year you gain 10 pounds. The year you find a new favorite color. This is the year you reach your limit and let go. The year that one more last cast finally pays off. This is the year you stop fretting and start fishing. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here with 3 easy ways to shop.
To be a good shooting team, first you have to be a good passing team. And Missouri is not just a good passing team, it's a great passing team. They find the open man, they share the ball, they make the defense move, and sooner or later that defense is going to make a mistake. They're going to turn their head. They're going to lose their man.
18-point forward. Forcing that pass in was Tiller, and he barely got it in. There's another steal, and the Tigers have upped their game. And there's a deflection and a steal, and a steal back by Anderson. 11 in a row now for Memphis.
Missouri has got to keep its poise heading down the last 14 minutes of this game. They know that Memphis is going to come after them. They just can't throw that ball up for grabs whenever there's some pressure.
Lawrence way outside, 1 and out for Missouri. And here come the Tigers. They've clawed to within 13 on this 11-point run.
Last couple of possessions, Missouri has played like they've had $100 in their pocket. They're just wasting possessions the last couple times down. They've got to be smarter with the ball.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Mack in trouble with 2, and finally a steal, and all the way goes Taylor to score.
Donnell Mack just panicked. He picked up his dribble, and Zaire Taylor read it absolutely perfectly.
And that ends the 11-point run for Memphis, and the drive by Mack sets up Dozier for an easy 2. That's how the game started for Memphis. Point after point from inside, right at the rim.
That's the only way they're going to get something easy, is by breaking this pressure to score. And the initial traps are in the backcourt. That's going to give you an advantage situation if you break them.
Oh, there's Tiller. He now has a career high, this junior from Marietta, 22 points.
He's like a running back hitting the hole.
Exploding through the hole. 12 and a half minutes to play.
At this matchup zone.
3-point bomb, and slapping it away as Taggart had the ball, but it stays in Memphis's control. Another steal. Lawrence stepping into the passing lane. Tiller to Lawrence, and Lawrence is fouled by Anderson.
What a beautiful pass by J.T. Tiller back to Lawrence. Boy, the first pass was absolutely telegraphed. The great eyes by Lawrence to see it, giving the ball up. It never really hit the floor. And watch the explosion from J.T. Tiller, just getting around a terrific defender, and Tyreke Evans way too slow coming over from the weak side. He needs to step up there and take a charge.
You're right. That was like a running back turning the corner and heading upfield. Anderson commits his 3rd foul. Donnell Mack goes out. And Robert Sally, the 3-point specialist, is in for Memphis.
Takes a tremendous amount of energy to make a comeback. And even if Memphis is able to cut into this lead, you wonder if they'll have enough gas in the tank to be able to finish it off. That's obviously a big if you're going to try to cut into a lead this large.
Ticking down toward 12 minutes remaining, second half. A precious spot in the final 8 of this NCAA tournament to the winner, and Connecticut awaits that winner. Dozier not there, but there's a Sally inside with the big boys to save it. And here's Anderson. Sally for 3. Dozier, another offensive rebound and a foul. A true Tiger on the boards, Robert Dozier.
Missouri sticking with that 2-3 matchup zone. That means the offensive glass is going to be an issue. Nobody boxes out Robert Dozier, and he makes them pay.
MGD 64 and 64 calories of Michelob Ultra. Enjoy.
Thanks. 64 calories, fresh from the tap taste. MGD 64.
When it comes to going bald, you now have a choice. Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss.
It is your real hair. It's your natural hair. You wash it, you cut it, you swim with it.
Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration experts, having pioneered virtually every major advancement in the art and science of hair restoration.
I'm very satisfied, very happy with what I've done. This has got to be one of the best decisions I've made in my life, I'll tell you that.
Bosley Hair Restoration is a relatively simple outpatient procedure. The results look completely natural, and it's affordable on nearly any budget. Call the toll-free number now to receive your free, no-obligation information kit that will help you decide if hair restoration at Bosley is right for you. You don't have to accept going bald. Do something about it right now.
Call 1-800-370-4991. That's 1-800-370-4991. Call now.
All right, Greg, and here Missouri's huge lead of 24 early in the second half has been whittled to 14. Memphis trailed by 13 at the half, so a Dozier free throw after he made that rebound put-back basket would get them right back to where they were at the start of the second half. 13 points down. What a game for Dozier, Jay Billis. 13 rebounds and 13 points.
Well, that's what he does, is hit the glass, and Memphis bringing their own pressure against a pressing team in Missouri. And you wonder what the effect of all this is going to be. Trying to make this comeback, the energy that has to be expended.
Lyons loses the handle for a moment. Dozier hawking him.
And Missouri's pressure is enough to wear you out, let alone having to chase them like this with a deficit.
Lyons stops, pops, and hits the two. A long two for Leo Lyons. He has 8.
He is such a talented player. Mike Anderson has had his battles with Leo Lyons over the last couple of years, but the upside is tremendous.
Tyreek Evans works his way inside, no foul, and a foul at the other end before a shot attempt. Justin Safford will go to the line as Robert Saleh picks up his second. In many ways, and the officials are calling it consistently throughout, but going against Missouri, you're hoping the officials will have a fast whistle. They have not tonight, and Missouri playing such an aggressive physical defense. Inside, and a foul on Dozier as Lyons with a quick pass along the baseline. It's 3 now on Dozier.
Well, just a quick little cut to the basket by Leo Lyons, and you're right, Dick, about hoping that the referees are going to call bumping fouls, but Memphis is a tough defensive team. I mean, they bump on their end as well, but they've got to be prepared for it and play through it. So far, they haven't done that.
Just 2 weeks away. Watch exclusive video of Amen Corner Live, plus 15 and 16 live, and bonus coverage of the entire field with Masters Extra at cbssports.com/masterslive and masters.com. 72-56, the Memphis lead back to 16 with just a bit over 11 minutes left here in Glendale, Arizona.
Well, it must be really disconcerting for Memphis to look up at the scoreboard and see that they've given up 72 points and still almost 11 minutes to go in the game. That is very un-Memphis-like.
Tyreek Evans in body control and so soft around the rim has 19 to lead Memphis.
One thing Memphis doesn't have to do is gamble defensively. There's still plenty of time. They still have to play solid defensively.
Outside, and there's another great assist as Lawrence Bowers hits the jumper off a fine feed.
2-2-1 pressure. Tiller with the fake trap, just slowing the advance.
And Nick English with that last assist. Dozier inside, fights his way for 2 more. Robert Dozier, he has 15. Justin Safford gets 2 more for Missouri, and they maintain their lead. 124. Memphis rallying, got it down to 13. But here comes the Memphis Tigers trying to take a bite out of the 16-point advantage by Missouri's tenacious defense and great passing offense. And Tyreek Evans, the freshman for Memphis, strong inside and will go to the line. Well, 9.5 to go, Jay Billis.
The Missouri defense has been terrific, but their offense has been even better. Their execution, they spread the floor, they've run a lot of motion, and they curl screens, they move the ball. They have been very, very difficult to guard. And when you hang 76 points in the first 30.5 minutes in this ball game against a defense as good as Memphis's defense is, you're one heck of an offense, and that's what Missouri's been all night long. One heck of an offensive team.
And here comes Marcus Denman. He was the freshman that hit what looked like a 3, ruled a 2, and then at the buzzer to end the first half, nailed that 65-foot clean 3-pointer to send Missouri to the locker room with a 13-point lead. Sally hits both free throws. He has 9 in the game, and it's back to a 14-point game. Good pressure in the backcourt by Memphis. This is English with the dribble. And that'll be reaching in on Witherspoon, the freshman. His 3rd foul.
Just a little over anxious.
.24 left in the second half. Connecticut's Huskies beat Purdue by 12. Number 1 seed here in the West await the winner. And we saw the Connecticut kids. They watched the first half along with the Coach Calhoun and left at the intermission to head back. They know what they have in hand. Either one of these teams are going to really make you play with their defenses.
Well, Connecticut has seen a defense that is similar to what Missouri throws up there, and that is against Louisville. A team that likes to press, and anytime you press, Dick, you're going to give some opportunities. You're going to have the opportunity for you to turn the other team over and get some easy baskets, but you're also going to give the opportunity for some advantage situations for the offensive team.
Damari Carroll, one of the leaders, the senior from Birmingham, on the bench for Missouri. He liked the way English's free throw took most of the rim before falling home. English has his first points of the game. Back to a 16-point lead.
And Missouri plays so many players. They're always fresh and always coming at you.
Tyreek Evans. He has done that time and time again. Drives the lane and now has 21.
Well, Memphis has been able to score. That's not been the issue. The issue's been they cannot get stops.
And a near steal, and it was a steal. What an effort by Sally. Evans has his eye on the lane and gets bumped for a foul. I believe it was Denman who bodied him.
Robert Sally with a tremendous effort defensively, getting the deflection, the ball going out of bounds. He just lays out to get it, and Robert Dozier, nifty little move of his own.
Tyreek Evans, the college freshman of the year at the line with 21 points, underlining his tremendous talent for these Memphis Tigers. At 6'6", gets his share of rebounds as well. And the lead down to 13, the same as Missouri led at halftime, the biggest lead by a Memphis opponent all season long. 3 substitutions for Mike Anderson. He runs in 10-11 players with the frenetic nature of this defense and hustling 94 feet on every opponent's possession. He needs reserves and certainly has shown he has them. Evans connects on both free throws.
Now with Lions having the ball, they want to have him bring it up, see if he'll make a mistake.
Almost walked. Tiller spinning inside, hanging and can't score. And that's going to be a foul on Carroll. And big foul.
Yeah, that was not a good play by Damari Carroll. Not a great play either by J.T. Tiller.
That's his 4th.
He's had great success, Tiller has, in putting his head down and driving. But anytime you spin, especially in traffic, you're giving yourself an opportunity to turn the ball over.
The other part of this equation is with a big lead, you don't want to stop the clock while the other team is scoring. And here's another free throw presentation to Memphis as they are in the double bonus.
Well, and if Memphis is able to knock down free throws, which has been a problem for the last several years, but if they can knock a free throw down, then it gives them an opportunity to set up their press.
Mack has been 58% from the line on the season. He's 0 for 3 tonight, and Memphis is 12 for 23. Misses them both.
That hurts.
50% from the line, 12 for 24 for Memphis. Thus far in the tournament, a number 1, 2, or 3 seed has not lost a game. That's a foul. As Mack didn't go for the ball, he was wrestling to get at the ball.
Just a mishandle of the ball here when it runs into Lyons, and Donnell Mack right on the floor after it, but Tiller's just so strong. He just kind of wrestled the ball away, and because Mack grabbed him, he wound up picking up the foul.
9th team foul on Memphis. Tiller 1 and 1. He is 1 for 2 in the game tonight. He's a 75% shooter, and he looked it on that stroke. Back to the 13-point lead. 23 for J.T. Tiller. His career high was 20 prior to tonight.
He hasn't had a game like this all season long. His season high just 15. He had it twice.
Evans takes it inside. Can't hit it. Goes after the rebound, and it's out of bounds to Missouri. John Calipari hitting the side of his head to say that ball went off a Missouri player's noggin.
I think he was trying to say that Tyreke Evans got hit in the head when he went inside. When he was taking the ball to the basket, he thought he got a little shot across the head, and it was Leo Lyons, but he never touched him.
Well, that was just a close shave. Watching the clock, both teams. Calipari checks it out. 8:11 left. He's been frustrated from the start. His team has run into a real buzzsaw offense and defense. These Missouri Tigers. He's picked up a technical foul for a coaching box violation. And what's this one? Uh-oh. Is this a second? On the bench, so that's like a half foul against Calipari. If another bench technical's called, then he is dismissed. So at the other end, Kim English, the 6'6" freshman from Baltimore, nicknamed Sniper because of his outside shooting, and he hits the first. Looks for his 4th point of the game, all from the line. He's a perfect 4 for 4.
Well, he had a great game against Marquette. Then he 17 points in that ball game, stepped off the bench and hit 2 big free throws.
This is a very entertaining Missouri and Memphis team. And those of you who haven't seen the Missouri Tigers play this unique style, 40 minutes of fast basketball. Ooh, very close to a steal. English 2-on-1, takes it in himself, and that's going to go against English on the charge.
Good patience by Robert Dozier. He could have very easily gone after that shot to try to block it. He would have more likely picked up a foul. But he was patient and waited for that charge.
First on English, both teams, and the double bonus.
And for Missouri, because Memphis is going to have to take some chances to try to come back in this game. They've got to be strong with the ball, and they'll be shooting free throws all night long.
Dozier continues his superb play. 17 for him, plus 14 rebounds. English, and a foul. Robert Dozier, the senior from Lithonia, Georgia, with the shot, with the rebounding, with the hard work, trying to fight for Memphis to get back in the game.
How are you feeling?
Great, actually.
Meet Ronnie Barnhart.
I met a girl. We're in love.
Yeah, shots! That burns so good.
The protector.
The manager, he's so mean to me.
You like making fun of people? Get in there! Get in there!
The leader.
Use my strength. You see how easy that is?
The family man.
Stop drinking.
I'm switching to beer. I can pound those all day and still keep it together.
I'm so proud of you, Mom.
Observe and Report. Rated R. Starts April 10th.
This is the year. The year you come home with a stringer full of memories. This is the year you gain 10 pounds. The year you find a new favorite color. This is the year you reach your limit and let go. The year that one more last cast finally pays off. This is the year you stop fretting and start fishing. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here with 3 easy ways to shop.
You're watching the CBS College Sports Network, the new pulse of college sports.
Trying to make it an all Big East party, and Villanova goes on to victory. They'll face Big East opponent Pittsburgh in the Elite Eight, assuring one Big East team will make it to the Final Four. And here it's Missouri representing the Big 12, leading Memphis out of the Conference USA by 13 with 7:40 to go. Kim English at the line for Missouri, and he's now a perfect 5 for 5.
Well, Kim English is known as a gym rat, and earlier this season wound up sleeping in the gym. He likes to get shots up late at night, and because Mike Anderson does not allow his freshmen to have cars, he slept in the locker room so he could get some work in early the next morning. I mean,
Paid off, hasn't it?
That's some dedication.
English a perfect 6 out of 6 from the line, and Missouri back ahead by 15, 7.5 to play. All the way goes Anderson and banks it in.
Memphis getting to the rim awfully easy, but they haven't been able to get stops at the other end. One guy that Missouri is going to have to keep a close eye on is going to be Robert Saleh. He's the best three-point shooter on this Memphis team. They're going to have to find him and not allow him any open threes.
Ball movement, already 4 passes, now 5. 17 on the shot clock. Safford. Lions with 12. Inside. Blocked. Taggart with a block. A chance for Memphis to get it within 11, and so it is. 25 points now for the sensational freshman Tyreke Evans.
Memphis just getting to the rim too easily.
6.5 to play. 11-point game.
Miguel Paul bouncing it too much. Needs to give the ball up.
And Paul misses the drive. And here comes Memphis with another rebound. A bad pass, but saved by Dozier. And this is to get the deficit into single figures. No. As Tyreke Evans fouled out on the floor, he'll go to the line for 2. Double bonus. 83-72, a high-scoring affair. Both teams shooting over 50%, mostly from close range, and a remarkable low number of turnovers.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the turnovers that have hurt Memphis, although they've turned the ball over 12 times. And Mike Anderson now going to go back with DeMarre Carroll. Carroll's been out with 4 fouls. You know, he's the heart and soul of this team. I think with Carroll back on the floor, they'll be more poised, especially on the offensive end. They'll have a playmaker, and he'll be able to calm down this Missouri team. That last shot that was taken by Miguel Paul, you know, not one pass was made on that possession. That is not Missouri's game.
Tyreke Evans with 27 points has Memphis facing only a 9-point deficit. All the starters on the floor from Missouri. Lawrence can't hit the 3. Battle inside. It's Lyons. He can't score, and it's out of bounds to Memphis.
Lyons looked like he got grabbed there, but both teams really going after the ball when it's up on the rim. And now Memphis has an opportunity with a score here to put some game pressure back on Missouri. They've been playing with a big lead. You can score here, cut this lead down, and I think we're going to see a totally different finish.
Dozier again, wide open for an easy 5-footer. And a lead that once was 24 has been reduced to 7.
And the Memphis team that was passing the ball very well earlier has now become a pounded into the deck team.
You can feel this momentum for Memphis. A miss by Lyons. Lyons gets it back. And a foul. A remarkable, furious comeback by the Memphis Tigers. 4 minutes into the second half, they trailed 64-40, and now they've run off a series of easy baskets and are down now by only 7 here in Glendale, Arizona. And it's been led by the freshman Tyreke Evans with 27 points.
Anytime you make a comeback from that big of a deficit, it takes a tremendous amount of energy. The question for Memphis, how much gas is left in the tank as they head down the last 5:29 of regulation?
Leo Lyons now with a double-double, 10 points and 10 rebounds, but another miss at the free throw line. 8-point lead, Missouri. Plenty of time, 5:20 to go.
Memphis has been getting to the rim. They need to continue to attack the basket.
Anderson will try a 3. And Lyons clears for Missouri.
That was a good shot, but this is not a great three-point shooting team. The best three-point shooter for Memphis is Robert Saleh.
Sally on the floor. He's guarding Taylor with the ball. Under 5 minutes to play.
It's almost like this Missouri offense is kind of grinded to a halt.
Into Lyons against Taggart, and the foul will go against Taggart. Didn't quite have position. That'll be his fourth.
Leo Lyons has found a lot of opportunities in this game off setting ball screens. He's been a pick and pop player. That was more a pick and roll, and he's done a really good job of getting his body into the defender.
10 points for Lyons, but he's 6 for 12 from the free throw line. Connecticut, Jim Calhoun's team beat Purdue by 12, and they await Missouri or Memphis on Saturday. Winner on to Detroit in the Final Four. And again, 1 for 2 for Lyons.
Both teams have had opportunities at the free throw line. Opportunities for Memphis to get back in it. Opportunities for Missouri to salt this thing away.
Dozier sets up Taggart for an easy slam.
It looked like Damari Carroll wanted to reach in for that steal, but with 4 fouls, couldn't do it. Everything that Memphis is getting that's good is coming off dribble penetration. If they settle for jump shots, they're making a mistake.
Clock ticking down to 4:10.
Missouri's got to keep playing. Right now, they're trying to hold the ball and make a move. Just one guy off the dribble.
Under 4 to go.
They're not running the same offense they ran earlier.
Pass inside. Zaire Taylor has just scored for Missouri. And the Tigers battling, trying to hold off this furious comeback try by Memphis, have opened up an 85-78 lead. Dozier with a foul. What a game in Glendale, Arizona.
Count of 3. 1, 2.
You are 16, going on 17. Baby, it's time to think.
In their first year on the road, teens are almost 10 times more likely to be in a crash. That's why State Farm is leading research efforts to save the lives of teen drivers. Because the sweetest thing about 16 is getting to celebrate 17. When you're there, State Farm is there.
Like the song? Download it free at statefarm.com/teendriving.
And here in Glendale, Arizona, Missouri late getting that last 2 points recorded on the board, up by 9 now, and at the line is Zaire Taylor with a chance to put Missouri on top by 10. Both teams have been very rough at the free throw line. Missouri now 19 for 31. They've missed 12, and that's it. Antonio Anderson taking it inside and drawing the foul. And Memphis has had just as much difficulty, Jay Billis. They're 14 for 26.
Well, Memphis is not a very good free throw shooting team, but they're certainly better than they've shot at tonight. And Memphis just getting to the rim way too easily. You can see 52 points in the paint. And that's not coming from pounding the ball inside to some big guy. That's from just driving it right into the teeth of the defense. They're just getting to the 10.
Anderson, a 75% shooter, finally makes a free throw. He's 1 for 5 in the game.
Missouri can afford to use some clock.
Taylor takes it inside and scores. Zaire Taylor. He has 10.
And Missouri has played 11 different players, and 9 of them have scored in this game. And over the course of a 40-minute game, that's going to wear you down.
Evans with a little hesitation on the dribble, takes it inside. Good defense by Missouri, out of bounds to Memphis.
Zaire Taylor, the transfer from Delaware, getting some bumps and some pressure from Robert Saleh, but he just put his head down, got all the way to the rim, and finished the play. And that's really been the difference. Memphis has not been able to play through bumps as easily as Missouri has.
Anderson clears in the corner, under 3 minutes to go. Nice drive. Tyreek Evans has now scored 29. That's his high for the year, the sensational freshman. Evans pulls Memphis to within 8 with 2:56 to go. Elite 8 on the line.
This country's infrastructure needs rebuilding. That's why we're introducing special financing on the truck that's made to get the work done. When you buy a 2009 GMC Sierra Crew Cab, you can get 0% financing for 60 months or get $4,000 cash back. So get yourself one of the hardest working trucks on the market, the GMC Sierra, because this country isn't going to rebuild itself.
I knew my chronic bronchitis was a problem when my cough slowed me and the guys down.
Because of my emphysema, I felt short of breath just reading to my class.
After I danced with my husband, my COPD made it hard to catch my breath, but I didn't want to give it up.
That's why we created the Guide to Better Breathing for people with COPD, including current and former smokers. It's filled with tips, exercises, treatment information, and advice for talking with your doctor. All from experts like nutritionists, fitness trainers, and respiratory therapists. Expert information that can help you manage your COPD. The Big Bad Wolf is coming back, and my kids are going to love it.
The Foxtrot is making a comeback.
Get your free guide and information about a prescription treatment option. Call 877-997-7474 or visit copdguide.com today and start getting back to what you love.
I'm getting my guide and try to get Boys Night Out back on the calendar.
It's ready and waiting for you. Take your seat and experience all the action at the 2010 NCAA Men's Final Four. Apply for tickets today for next year's games in Indianapolis. Semifinals tip off on Saturday, April 3rd, with a championship on April 5th. Take your seat and be there for the crowning of the 2010 Men's National Champion. For Final Four tickets, go to ncaa.com.
The man who replaced the freshman of the year last season, Derrick Rose, who immediately was the #1 pick in the NBA draft. Tyreek Evans is having a career game, 29 in a freshman season that has been absolutely sensational. And it's an 8-point lead, Missouri with the ball. But Evans and Memphis scoring quickly and scoring easily inside.
Memphis has got to get a stop.
2:40 to go.
And this is where Damari Carroll becomes even more valuable. He's got a big guy on him that he can drive. He almost walked through.
He sure did. Tiller takes it inside. Doesn't hit this time. Out of bounds, Missouri. And a new clock. JT Tiller, like Tyreek Evans, with a career high in this game, has scored 23.
And they've also gotten a terrific performance Missouri has out of Matt Lawrence. For him to knock down those perimeter shots was very important for Missouri to get the lead.
Lyons walks in but misses the shot. And it's Evans who rebounds and streaks down court. And he scored. No, it's Taggart on the follow. And look what we have now, a 6-point game.
What a turnaround. An easy layup for Leo Lyons. He can't get it down.
And that'll be a foul on Sally.
You are not going to see a player as skilled as Leo Lyons miss an easy opportunity like this. I mean, they don't come easier than that. And Tyreek Evans taking it the other way. And Sean Taggart, the offensive glass, has been a big factor in Memphis's comeback. They are getting some second shots, but more importantly, they're just getting to the rim way too easily. Missouri has got to make a stand.
Oh, a crier that falls in for Zaire Taylor. Not a bad call for Memphis to foul even this with this much time going, because Missouri's not done well at the free throw line, nor has Memphis. Taylor now 1 for 2 from the line, 11 points in the game. Nervous time for the Missouri fans. 8-point lead.
Still a lot of time, but again, you worry about Memphis. Do they have enough gas left in the tank to make this comeback complete?
Well, this kid, Evans, certainly seems to. Way outside, the long shot by Taggart, not necessarily his play, but he was open, and Missouri comes up with the ball. 1:41, 1:40 to go. Connecticut to the winner. Fouling was Evans. That'll send Damari Carroll to the line. First foul on Tyreek Evans.
Mike Anderson telling his team to spread the floor. He wants to go into some sort of delay. He knows the clock is on his side, that Memphis has got to come to them.
Damari Carroll with an ugly miss there. He's a 63% shooter. Tomorrow on CBS, look at our lineup. Arizona, Louisville, and Kansas, Michigan State battle in the Midwest. Syracuse, Oklahoma, Gonzaga, and Carolina in the South. All that action coming your way beginning at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 in the West. 13 misses by each team, and now 14 for Missouri. And then a foul as Lawrence was able, no, they called it a travel. Lawrence got into the lane and had the rebound momentarily, but lost his balance, and the traveling call. Lawrence comes out.
Well, those were 2 big misses by Damari Carroll. Now Memphis has got to get people coming back to the ball. Tyreke Evans cannot be expected to do this on his own.
Almost a steal by Lyons. Anderson will hustle it down the lane. And the rebound, Lyons, and a foul. Foul on Taggart. That'll be all for Sean Taggart, junior from Richmond, Virginia. Leaves with 9 points and 8 rebounds.
That was more like it for Missouri and trying to contest Memphis getting all the way to the rim.
Taggart will be missed as rebounding power, and he certainly compliments Robert Dozier. Dozier's playing now with 4 fouls as well. Dozier with a headband has had a huge game, complimenting Tyreke Evans. 90 seconds left here in Glendale, Arizona. And Missouri's Tigers, the number 3 seed, with the 8-point lead over the 2nd seed Memphis. Lions 7 for 14 from the line. 1 week from tonight on CBS, Survivor returns to its regular night with an all new elimination episode that you just won't want to miss. That's next Thursday on CBS, America's most watched network. 16 trips to the line for Leo Lyons, and he's got 8-9 makes.
Oh, what a move by Tyreke Evans.
He is so good.
Oh, in traffic with 2 defenders behind his back to split the trap.
31 for Tyreke Evans.
Just how crazy is your phone bill? Cut costs with Vonage and get your first 3 months at $9.95 a month. Get unlimited calls across the U.S., 25 amazing features, and experience remarkable digital phone service. Always low at $24.99, now just $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Hurry, offer ends soon. Sign up at 877-4Vonage or Vonage.com. At their basic price, the phone company gives you unlimited calls locally. At $9.95 a month for your first 3 months, Vonage gives you unlimited calls nationally. All of Canada and Puerto Rico, plus free calls to 5 countries in Europe, and pennies a minute around the globe. Always low at $24.99, now just $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Hurry, offer ends soon. Sign up at 877-4Vonage or Vonage.com.
How much sugar is in these energy drinks? Let's find out. While waiting, you should know. 5-Hour Energy contains 0 sugar and only 4 calories. Its blend of B vitamins and amino acids can help you feel awake, alert, and productive for hours without the crash or jitters. The answer is 12. Over 12 teaspoons of sugar and 200 calories in these energy drinks. 0 sugar and 4 calories in 5-Hour Energy. There's a reason people choose 5-Hour Energy 2.5 million times a week. 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later.
There's the situation, both teams in the double bonus, each with 1 timeout. Missouri by 8. They once led by 24 in this second half.
Missouri still trying to bring the heat. And Tyreke Evans catches this ball on the run. Look, he's got 2 defenders right there. He splits them going behind his back. And now everybody is chasing him, and nobody steps in front. You know, just after Missouri did a really good job contesting Antonio Anderson getting to the rim. They let Tyreke Evans get all the way there.
1:24 left, and Lions with a foul committed by Witherspoon stops the clock. 3 seconds used. 4th foul on Witherspoon.
If Leo Lyons can step to the line and knock free throws down, there's no way that Memphis is going to be able to come back.
Here's Lyons towing the stripe again. Oh, he knows the way. And hits it cleanly. 10 for 17 tonight. And there's our Chevrolet players of the game. JT Tiller, a career high 23 points for the junior from Marietta, Georgia of Missouri. And Tyreek Evans, just a phenomenal game for him, 31 points. Any doubt about him being the top freshman in the nation? Out of bounds. And that's a big turnover by Memphis with 1:15 to go.
You know, Dick, I don't think anybody came into this matchup thinking that Missouri was going to hang 100 points on Memphis.
Sally, rough foul, his 5th. That'll be all for him. The 2nd Memphis Tiger to be dismissed on fouls. And you can see the pain in Taggart's face.
Well, you put everything you have into a season, and it comes down to one 40-minute period, and Missouri has just been the stronger team.
That last whistle, they say, against Antonio Anderson, not Sally. So Sally and Anderson each with 4. Amari Carroll at the line. He's 2 for 4 in the game, 12 points.
You can see Carroll a little bit exasperated missing that free throw, but he's really had a terrific game. He's absolutely relentless everywhere on the floor. There's not a play that he's not involved in.
Leading scorer for Missouri with nearly 17 on the season, 13 tonight. Missouri hurrying to try to score, and Sally drops a long 3-pointer. Robert Sally cuts the lead back to 8 with his 12th point. Is there time for Memphis? 65 seconds to
go. Show your spirit with skinit.com. We've got your school, your team, your style. Pick your favorite skin or create your own. It's fun. It's easy. It's you. Anything you can imagine to personalize your device. Laptops, cell phones, MP3 players, gaming devices. Any device, anytime. Express yourself with your school colors, or choose from sports, entertainment, fashion, and more. Act now and get free shipping. Go to skinit.com today. What's your skin?
If you're just joining us around the country, you have to be stunned by this high-scoring affair. Certainly Memphis has not given up this many points in the tournament in more than 20 years. 96-88, Missouri in the lead with 1:05 to go. What next, Jay Billis?
Well, you've just got to try to get a steal off the bat. If you can't, you have to foul. Memphis has got to extend this game with only 1:05. They want to try to get a steal. If not, you have to foul, and you cannot be selective.
And a near steal and almost a turnover, and it was, as Leo Lyons touched it last.
Well, Leo Lyons coming back to the ball. That's not a very good pass. Everybody has to make themselves available as a receiver. And Amari Carroll can't let go of that ball without knowing it's going to reach its destination.
Keith Ramsey with height 6'9" comes on the floor as a substitute trying to help inside. Evans draws the foul.
Two bad mistakes by Missouri. First the turnover, now the foul. That allows Memphis to score with no time going off the clock, and they get to set up a press.
Lyons lost the ball out of bounds, and Lyons has just committed his 4th foul. And Tyreek Evans has been the one Memphis Tiger who has been excellent at the line. Others have struggled. He's 7 for 7, and he looks for his 32nd point of the game. Seven-point game with a minute to go.
Missouri has to come back to the ball. You cannot run away from the ball. You've got to run it into your hands right now.
A minute to go, and it's a 2-possession game. Once a 24-point lead for Missouri. Zaire Taylor fouled immediately by Sally. And that is Sally's 5th. He leaves with a dozen points. He's their one and only really good three-point shooter.
Yeah, he's an excellent catch and shoot three-point shooter. But he didn't have any choice. Stopping the clock is the most important thing for Memphis right now.
Sally becomes the second Memphis player to foul out. Sean Taggart, the big 6'10" junior, preceding him. There's Taggart seated to his right.
Right now for Missouri, it's pretty simple. You step to the line, you show some toughness, you knock your free throws down, and then you make sure that you make it difficult for Memphis to score.
In the final minute, Missouri's lead of once at 24 has been shaved to 6, and at the line, a key free throw for Zaire Taylor. That makes it a 3-possession game. Taylor seeking his 14th point of the contest. Junior played his freshman ball at Delaware, and he steps up and knocks him down. 8-point game. Long pass to Mack. He fires the 3. Rebound Anderson, and he's fouled with 50.9 seconds left.
Well, it's one thing to give up a contested 3. There's not much that Missouri could have done better there. But even if you give up an offensive rebound, you cannot foul. That's the second time in the last few possessions that Missouri has fouled.
And they lose a key player there. Leo Lyons leaves with 15 points. He's fouled out. 15 and 12 rebounds.
They lose a good free throw shooter in Lyons, even though he's not shot the ball particularly well from the line tonight. But a solid performance by Leo Lyons, who's been their top scorer over the last 5 games.
98-90 game, but Memphis with a chance to score a couple here with the clock stopped as Antonio Anderson at the line. Now, Tyreek Evans has been great, 9 for 9 free throw shooting, but the rest of this Memphis team, 8 for 21. 1 for 5 for Anderson. That's way below his level of play on the season when he shot almost 76%.
That's been a real sore spot for this Memphis program, is their ability to knock down free throws. It may very well have cost them the national championship last year in the final against Kansas, and you can see the exasperation not just on the players' faces but on the faces of Memphis supporters.
That's the 14th miss from the line. 7-point game. Carroll into Taylor. No foul. And Mack, body checking, got away with it. He was trying to foul.
Well, you have to expect that you're going to get a bump. You know, Memphis is trying to go for steals, and you have got to set up your cut. You know, if there's going to be any screening action, set a good screen and then shape up to the ball. Missouri has not done a very good job of salting this game away late.
98-91, 46, 45 seconds to go, deep in the corner. Whoa, badly missed by Evans. And then the quick foul on the rebound, Damari Carroll of Missouri.
I'm not sure that was the shot for Memphis. They've been having such good success getting the ball to the rim. You know, get in, get the 2, and then put it, you know, give up a foul, try to get a turnover. This is a contested shot. Kim English does a nice job of using that left arm to pressure that shot without fouling.
And Anderson has fouled out, the 3rd Memphis player to disqualify, and as a senior, may well be his last ever game in the blue and white of Memphis. He leaves with 13 points.
He's just had a great career. If this winds up being the end of the road for Memphis, they'd have to make an unbelievable comeback in the last 40.6 seconds. But you haven't seen many winners in college basketball like Antonio Anderson. He's been a part of 4 30-plus win seasons. Remarkable.
18 points for Anderson, and Damari Carroll coolly steps up, the senior, and knocks down 2 free throws. 35 seconds to go. Donnell Mack can't hit the 3. Out to Tiller. Tiller chased from behind, gives it to Carroll, and that's should be the punctuation mark. The Missouri fans on their feet. Mack, Another three-point miss. They just can't get one to go.
And what a performance by Missouri. To hang 102 points on Memphis to go to the Elite Eight. Absolutely remarkable.
So the first of the powerful top three seeds in the regions. None has lost until tonight. Missouri, the number 3 seed, 102. Memphis, 91. So we're down to the Elite Eight here in the West. Connecticut, out of the West, has won 2 of its national championships. They'll face this frenetic, furious defense of Missouri on Saturday, with a winner going to the Final Four. That's the story from Glendale.